Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hockington Hillers Girls Varsity Basketball on HCAM. I'm Tom Nappy on the call, Matt Clark on camera, and it is senior night as today Hopkinton takes on Dedham, and right now we're going to send it down to courtside to the athletic director, Rich Cormier, in just a moment to celebrate the seniors on this year's Hopkinton team. So without further ado, here is Rich Cormier.
Good evening, and welcome to Hockington High School for tonight's varsity girls basketball game as the Dedham Marauders take on the hometown Hockington Hillers. Prior to this evening's game, we would like to take this opportunity to recognize our 5 senior athletes. I don't think anyone quite envisions their careers ending in quite this format, with a lot of storage behind you, 6 feet of space between you on the bench, and very limited spectators. I'd also like to publicly thank many of our underclassmen. First, we'd also like to recognize Dedham's 3 seniors. If you'd just like to stand, number 14. Number 20, Kara Millette. And number 24, Delaney Turner. Congratulations, girls. And now for the Hockington Seniors. First, Kylie Hornbrook. And her guests, Kristen, her mother, Mike, her father, and Abby, her sister. Our next senior is Maggie Hedstrom, and her guests this evening are her mother Shannon, her father Greg, her sister Carly, and her brother Mike. Our next senior is one of our captains, Lulu Murphy. And her guests, her mother Tracy, her father Kevin, her brother Josh, sister Emma, and grandmother Betty. Our next senior, also a captain, Millie Cincinnati, and her guests, her mother Mary, her father Scott, her sister Annabelle, and brother Ethan. And last but not least, is our final senior captain, Caroline Connell, and her guests, her mom, Melissa, and her dad, Mike. Congratulations, ladies. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Dedham Marauders. At forward, number 2, junior Avery O'Connor. At guard, number 4, freshman Estrella Michaelides. At guard, number 14, senior Alyssa Elliott. At forward, number 21, junior Catherine Morse. And at guard, number 24, senior Delaney Turner. The Marauders are coached by Jim Hurst and head coach Don Savvy. And now for the hometown Hockington Hillers. At forward, number 12, senior Kylie Hardenbrook. At guard, number 32, senior Maggie Hedstrom. At guard, number 3, senior captain Billy Cincetti. At guard, number 15, senior captain Lulu Murphy. And at forward, number 21, senior captain Caroline Connell. The Hillers are coached by Channing Godet, Will Collins, and head coach Mike Greco. If you would now please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
And there you have it, the senior night festivities as well as the national anthem. And we are ready for basketball between the 3-1 Hopkinton Hillers and the 2-5 Dedham Marauders. And this matchup, a late addition to the schedule for the Hopkinton Lady Hillers, as Tuesday's matchup was, but they are certainly happy to be out there. And to start off the game, both teams are going to be awarded an opportunity for a layup, as you just saw Dedham with their layup there by Avery O'Connor. And the reason for that is because of Kylie Hardenbrook, who wanted to get in her senior night game, and she is injured. She suffered a knee injury and will have surgery very soon, so she will not play for the rest of the season, but certainly wanted the opportunity to get into her senior night game. So both teams agreed to give each other a layup to start things off, to allow Kylie Hardenbrook to get in the game and get a bucket. Nice gesture by head coach Mike Greco for the Hillers, and Jim Hurst for Dedham to allow Kylie Hardenbrook the opportunity to wear the Hillers uniform for one last time this season. Tom Nappy on the call, Matt Clark on camera. Happy to be with you on this Friday evening. So it is 2-2 with 7 minutes, 54 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And the Hillers are going to get the press going right away as Dedham tries to work up court right to left across your screen. Passes back and forth over to Delaney Turner, who gets it to the top of the perimeter, driving in, and up for the score is Avery O'Connor. So she has 4 points to start off the night. A pass over to the left side of the perimeter, up for three and no good there is Hedstrom. And now a kick out to Fossbender. Good rebound inside by Connell. Hedstrom works it up the perimeter to Fossbender. And now over to Lulu. Lulu trying to feed Connell. Bit of an errant pass there. Out of bounds it goes. Dedham basketball. On the entry, Delaney Turner. Gets it over to Michaelitis. It's Estrella Michaelitis, and we're going to have a travel here. They're passing back and forth to work against that Hillers press. I think they've been doing their homework, but Michaelitis took an extra step there for the travel call. So now Lulu Murphy on the entry over to Fossbender. She drives in, gets it back out to Lulu. Up for the jumper. No good. It'll rattle out. Loose ball. It is tipped back over to Fossbender. And now past to Sensini. Now along the corner, Hedstrom, and she's called for the travel if she tries to take it in. It'll be Dedham basketball inbound from the near side. Delaney Turner gets it across. Avery O'Connor trying to work up court. Over to Michaelitis. Now to the wing to Turner, driving in, up, and in she goes. As the Hillers quickly work it back up the floor. Around the perimeter they go. Sensini up top. Drives in, pivots around, gets it out to Fossbender. Fossbender for the jumper. Yes! The junior strikes. It's a 6-4 Dedham lead. On the entry will be Delaney Turner. Airs it out up the court over to Elliott. Good pass off the window and in. Nice start for Dedham in this one. Fossbender takes it in, up for the shot. No good. And it's tipped out of bounds. It'll be Hillers' ball. Lulu will have the entry from the far side. Driving in around the defender, up, no good off the rim. And out of bounds with it goes Morse on the rebound attempt. Hillers' ball. Hopkinton 3-1 on the season. Dedham 2-5. Hedstrom on the entry. Over to Lulu. The kick out to the corner, up for three. Got it. Maggie Hedstrom knocks it down. An 8-7 game. Here comes Avery O'Connor. She'll take it to the rack and draw contact. We have our first foul of the game. It'll be on Caroline Connell. First of two, no good. Second of two for O'Connor. No good there. Hillers rebound. Collected by Connell. Hedstrom with the pass over to Lulu. And now Sensini. Out to Lulu, driving in, trying to feed it over to O'Connell on the block. It got tipped over, but able to collect at midcourt Hedstrom. And now a jumper, and knocking that one down, Kiki Fossbender. A 9-8 Hillers lead. Avery O'Connor takes it up, launches the jumper, count it. Look out for Avery O'Connor. Up the near side, Lulu. Fossbender calling it out. Lulu turns it around up to Fossbender. Fossbender driving down, up from the block, was hoping for the foul, but it's tipped out of bounds off of O'Connor. It'll be a Hillers inbound. Lulu Murphy on the entry. Into Cho, she goes down the lane, up with the right hand, no good. It's a Hillers rebound. There to collect was Lexi Trendle. And as she tries to put it back, she draws contact. Yeah, I thought that was a shooting foul, but now they talk it over. It'll be a Hillers inbound. I don't know about that one. Looked like they tagged her on the shot. And now Coach Greco wants an explanation. Certainly understandable. Lulu Murphy on the entry. Up to Cho. Now Lulu. Gets it on top to Hedstrom. Fossbender now. Back to Cho. Down the lane. And nice feed over to Trendle. Up for the shot, no good. And there to collect is Avery O'Connor. O'Connor loses the ball, and now we're going to have a jump ball call as O'Connor got wrapped up with Lulu. Also in the mix was Hedstrom. It'll go Hillers' way. 4:01 left to go in the first quarter. Back and forth game. Dedham up by 1. Cho feeds Murphy on the wing. Now up top to Trendle, now Cho. Over to Fossbender for 3. No good off the back iron, grabs her own rebound. Feeds it up to Cho. Cho, good feed to the block, but Trendle is blocked as she tried to lay it in. Lulu now. Around the perimeter, Fossbender driving in, up for the jumper. No good there. Battle for the ball and able to collect his Turner. Turner airs it out up court over to Elliott, and Elliott goes up and in. Second time we've seen that this evening. Pretty good arm there by Delaney Turner. Cho feeds it out to the corner, up for 3, and knocking it down is Carly Hedstrom. A 12-12 game. And a great battle we have going here between the Hopkinton Lady Hillers and Dedham on Hopkinton's senior night. And tonight they celebrated 5 seniors on the roster: Millie Sensini, Kylie Hardenbrook, Lulu Murphy, Caroline Connell, and Maggie Hedstrom. And they also started off the game by awarding each team a couple of points, as Kylie Hardenbrook getting her last opportunity of her senior year to support her teammates and get out there and hit a layup, as she will be going in for knee surgery. Certainly wish the best to her. She has been very fun to watch throughout her Hillers career. And we certainly hope the knee surgery goes well. 12-12, 3:02 left to go. And we got some breaking news today. We'll have Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity hockey for you tomorrow at 3:40 p.m. They were able to pick up Bellingham. Originally they were supposed to play Medfield, but unfortunately Medfield had a shutdown for the week, but Bellingham is coming to the New England Sports Center to take on the Hillers at 3:40 p.m. tomorrow. And you can catch the game live on our YouTube channel as well as our Ed channel tomorrow at 3:40 p.m. Avery O'Connor with possession. Trying to get it out, surrounded by defenders, and we'll have a foul. Lexi Trendle and Hedstrom on coverage there. A little body contact was made. We'll get Lexi with her first. On the entry, Delaney Turner. Airs it out to O'Connor, up for the shot, no good. Cho with the rebound. Cho feeds it over to Lulu, now along the corner, that's Hedstrom. Drives along the baseline, trying to kick it out over to Trendle. Trendle does eventually get to it. And now a pass over to Fossbender, who drives it up for the shot, no good. Good rebound there by Trendle, who kicks it out. Cho now for three. And that is no good, but it went off the hands of a defender and out of play. Avery O'Connor was trying to pull it down, and it got a piece of her fingertips. Hillers will have the inbound with 2:25 left to go in the quarter. On the entry, Carly Hedstrom. Over to Cho. Out to Hedstrom now. Cho goes back to Hedstrom, up for three. No good off the rim goes Carly. Out of play it goes. This time it'll go Dedham's way. Delaney Turner on the inbound. Avery O'Connor takes it up. Between the legs dribble there, and we're going to have a backcourt violation. Good defense by the Hillers along the outside of the perimeter. Cho goes into Trendle, now back to Cho. Down the lane she goes, and it was stripped out. Hillers will have the inbound. Carly Hedstrom on the entry. Cho with possession. Lulu feeds it over to Trendle. Now Cho. Back to Fossbender, launches the three, no good. Rebound Cho. Kicks it out to Hedstrom, and now up top, here comes Fossbender down to the right block, and she's called for the travel. Defenders must back up. 6 feet on the inbound. And here comes Dedham. A 12-12 game, a minute and a half and counting left to go in the first. Turner nearly had it stripped away. Here's Bolette. Back to Turner. Now up top, Avery O'Connor. Launches a long two, no good. And a battle for the ball. It is a rebound by Michaelitis, who puts it back. That's no good. Here comes the Hillers. Fossbender takes it up. Hedstrom. And we have a travel. She did kind of hesitate there for a moment. Delaney Turner on the inbound. Here comes Avery O'Connor. Michaelitis now with possession. O'Connor takes the long two. No good. Cho there for the rebound. Another good defensive stand by the Hillers. Down the lane. No good there by Fossbender. And we have a travel. Late travel call there. Dedham ball. Avery O'Connor will take her time here. The shot clock is off. 15 seconds and counting left to go. Is she going to dribble it out? I think she's going to do a quick rush up the court and take a three. There she goes. No good. And it's a rebound by Hedstrom. Up to Fossbetter, launches the buzzer beater, no good. And it was a great back and forth first quarter. After one, it's Hopkinton 12, Dedham 12. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Basketball on HCAM. And we are ready for the second quarter. A 12-12 game between the Hillers and Dedham. Leading the way for Dedham so far, it's Avery O'Connor with 6 points. For the Hillers, Kiki Fossbender with 4. Carly and Maggie Hedstrom both have a 3-point bucket. Avery O'Connor with possession. Gets it out over to Turner. Now Turner trying to get it over to the near side, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Hiller's ball. Went off of Amanda Corrado. Here comes Lauren Cho. Feeds it over to Hedstrom. Around the perimeter they go. Cho thinking about the three. She'll take it. It'll rattle out. Loose ball collected by Lulu Murphy. Good hustle there. Takes a deep two. Knocks it down. Hiller is up by 2. Avery O'Connor takes it up the far side. And the ball was stripped and collected by Fossbender. Down to Hedstrom she goes. Fossbender going to take it down. Nice feed over to Trendle. Up for the lane. No good. Grabs her own rebound. Feeds it out to Cho. Up for the shot. No good. That'll rattle out. Trendle with the rebound. And the ball batted down by Turner and stolen away. That was a good opportunity there for the Hillers to take their biggest lead of the game, but just could not come through. O'Connor over to Bolette, and now it's stolen away by Cho. Passed down over to Trendle, and as she works her way to the bucket, it was knocked out of bounds. But we do I thought there was going to be a foul there. No foul, surprisingly. It'll be an inbound for Dedham. Good block there by the Marauders. Avery O'Connor will take it up. Turner, pass over to the corner to Elliott, launches a three, no good. And here comes Fossbender, coast to coast, off the window and in. Kiki Fossbender making it happen. Hillers up by 4. And Corrado with possession, and we'll get a Dedham timeout. Smart call there. She just had nowhere to go with it. As Carly Hedstrom all over her on defense. And timeout called by Coach Savi. A 16-12 lead for the Hillers. Point scoring so far, Kylie Hardenbrook with 2, Lulu Murphy with 2, Kiki Fossbender with 6, Carly Hedstrom with 3, Maggie Hedstrom with 3. For Dedham, it's Avery O'Connor with 6, Alyssa Elliott with 4, and Delaney Turner with 2. And just a reminder, just added to the schedule, Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity hockey. Tomorrow at 3:40 p.m., they'll take on Bellingham at the New England Sports Center. And we will have the game live for you on our Ed channel and YouTube page. YouTube.com/HCAMTV. We'd like to welcome all the people listening or watching today from Dedham. And, of course, all the Hillers faithful. Marauders working around the perimeter off the timeout. Up for 3, Elliott. No good air ball. And just unable to keep it in was Avery O'Connor. A good hustling effort, however. It'll be Hillers ball with 5:55 left to go in the first half. Cho will take it up. Feeds it over to Hedstrom. Around the defender, up with the left hand and in. Ooh, looks like they waved it off. They got her. Yeah, they waved that one off. So erase that bucket. They got her with the moving violation. And now we're going to have a steal. Quick break up the court. Hedstrom off the glass and in. Avery O'Connor will take it up. Hillers up by 6. And she's called for a travel. Momentum starting to tip a little bit. Carly Hedstrom on the inbound to Cho. Maggie Hedstrom feeds it over to Carly. Now back to Kiki. Cho. Underneath to Connell, up for the hook, no good. Cho battling for the ball. She's able to wrap it up and get it out to Kiki Fossbender. Here goes Carly. And an attempt to get it to the low block, stolen away by Turner. Avery O'Connor takes it up. O'Connor over to Morse. And we're going to have a foul here. It'll be against the Hillers. They'll get Carly Hedstrom for contact. That is her first, team third for the Hillers. One foul for Dedham. Turner on the inbound. O'Connor for 3. No good there. Cho collects. Here she goes. Coast to coast around the defender. Up and in. Lauren Cho with a nice finish. Avery O'Connor airs it out to the corner to Elliott. Now up to Turner. And driving down is O'Connor, and we'll have some contact. Look at Maggie Hedstrom with her first. Delaney Turner on the inbound. Over to O'Connor. Up, and no good there. Collected by Carly Hedstrom. Over to Cho she goes. And now it's out to Ionelli. Over to Carly for 3, no good. And Hedstrom gets in there, collects her own rebound, but it looks like we'll have a stoppage here, and I believe it's going to be a foul against Dedham. Or that might have just been a contact stoppage. Too many players in the same area. Cho for three. Got it. Swishes it right through. 23-12 Hillers. Dedham scoreless so far in this second quarter. Delaney Turner feeds it over to Morse. Now up to O'Connor. She'll launch the jumper. No good there. And it's collected by Connell. Cho with the behind-the-back dribble. Feeds it out. Around the horn they go. Carly Hedstrom now out to Cho. Here goes Connell between the defenders, off the glass too high, and Dedham has it. Pass over to O'Connor from Turner. Now out to the corner to Michaelitis. Back to O'Connor, trying to work her way inside up with the turnaround. No good. Hiller's ball there to collect was Connell. Here goes Maggie to Cho for three. Count it! Lauren Cho feeling it. She has 8 second quarter points. With possession, Michaelitis. Over to O'Connor now. Out to Turner. Over to the low block and drawing up the foul, Catherine Morse. And we'll have our first free throw shooter of the evening with 2:16 left in the first half. They got Lauren Cho with her first foul. Morse on the first, got it. First point of the second quarter for Dedham. Morse on the second of two. No good there. Collected by Trendle. Pass up over to Millie, up for three, no good there. And on the rebound attempt by Alyssa Elliott, we get another Hillers foul. We'll have a push call. I'll get Millie with her first. Delaney Turner on the inbound. Into Elliott she goes. Turner. Now to the elbow to Boletta, and she knocks it down. Well-needed bucket there for the Marauders. It's an 11-point game. And don't forget, folks, the halftime breaks this season a little bit shorter than we're used to, just 2 minutes and a half. So don't go too far. Fossbender up for three, no good. Battle for the ball, and we'll get a jump ball call in favor of Dedham. Lexi Trendle and O'Connor got wrapped up. Here comes the Marauders quickly up the court. Along the far side, Elliott feeds it over to O'Connor. Up for three. And that was blocked, but it's collected by Morse. Or make that Bolette, excuse me. Now Turner. Over to Bolette. Up for the jumper, no good. Grabs her own rebound, puts it back and in. Sierra Bolette, the senior, with her second field goal of the quarter. Dedham closing the gap. 26-17 Hillers. Lulu to Maggie, now Lexi over to Lulu. And we'll have a travel here as Maggie try to kick it out to Kiki. Under a minute left. Aired out over to Avery O'Connor, and she couldn't hold on. Hiller's ball. That was a good plan. And a pretty good pass, but just got by her. That's one way to go against this aggressive Hillers press. Just air it out up the court. Kiki Fossbender driving in, feeds it out to Cho. Now Millie launches the three. No good there, off the rim, tapped out of bounds by Cho. Delaney Turner on the entry. And we're going to have a contact foul here on Millie. That's her second, and Dedham is in the bonus, so it's 1-1 time. Delaney Turner at the strike. Front end of the 1-1, no good. Batted in the air. And it's taken by Avery O'Connor, goes up and in. Well, it was a slow beginning to the second quarter for Dedham, but they're on a bit of a run here. Up for the jumper and breaking that run, Kiki Fossbender. Back to a 9-point game. 8 seconds left to go in the quarter. Over to Morse. Feeds it out to Michaelitis, up for three. A little short there, and that'll do it for the second quarter. After one half of play, it is Hopkinton Hillers 28, Dedham 19. A good game we have going here in the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. Second half coming up next on HCAM. And we are ready for the second half. After 2 quarters of play, it's Hopkinton 28, Dedham 19. Let's take a look at the scoring totals for the first half. As Carly Hedstrom set to inbound. Avery O'Connor with 8, Alyssa Elliott with 4, Sierra Bolette with 4, Catherine Morse with 1, Delaney Turner with 2 for Dedham. Cho driving down, up no good. And it is swiped towards the end line and saved by Michaelitis. Turner will take it up. For the Hillers after 2 is Kylie Hardenbrook getting the first layup of the game. Nice gesture to get her in there on senior night as she will undergo knee surgery to end her season. Lulu Murphy with 2, Kiki Fossbender with 8, Lauren Cho with 8, Carly Hedstrom with 5, Maggie Hedstrom with 3. Ball swiped out of bounds off of Hiller. It'll be a Dedham inbound. Turner feeds it into O'Connor, and did we have some contact? It appears we did. We'll get Kiki Fossbender with her first. Delaney Turner on the entry. Delightus O'Connor feeds it over to Elliott, up for three, no good. And it's collected by Lulu. Here comes Cho. Feeds it over to Carly, up for three, no good there. And it's collected by Lulu. Nice rebound. Kiki driving in up from the block. Air ball. Good rebound by Trendle. Up top now, and Lulu knocks it down. Lulu Murphy from three-point land. And if she starts to heat up, look out. Turner feeds it over to Elliott, who's just able to keep it in. Elliott over to the corner. Michaelitis. Now O'Connor for three. That's an air ball tapped out by Cho. Loose ball. And we'll get a jump ball call. Morse getting wrapped up there along with Carly Hedstrom. And the officials, I think, talking about the possession arrow. Looks like it's going to be Dedham ball. It will indeed. Delaney Turner on the inbound. Swiped out of bounds off of Morse. Or was it? Cho was right behind her. Might have got the hand in front, and she did, says the official. Turner feeds it up to O'Connor. Feeds it out to Elliott. Long two at the shot clock buzzer, no good. And here comes the Hillers. Carly Hedstrom feeds it up. Lulu. Back to Carly. Out to Fossbender. Lulu. Hedstrom driving in. No good there. Loose ball. And O'Connor has it for Dedham. Here goes Avery O'Connor up for the shot. No good there. Cho for the rebound. Fossbender now feeds it out. Lulu for three. Off the rim. Collected by Turner. Delaney Turner, one of the Dedham captains, tries to feed it up the near side. Tapped out by Fossbender. Two captains on Dedham, Delaney Turner and Avery O'Connor. Turner feeds it in. Underneath, Morse up for the shot, no good. Lulu has it, over to Cho she goes. Cho down the lane, up with the left hand, no good. Here goes Trendle, up for the hook, no. Collected by O'Connor. Delaney Turner trying to figure out where to go with it. Long three, Avery O'Connor, no good off the front of the rim, collected by Trendle. Cho has it stripped away and stolen away by Elliott. Nice steal there by Alyssa as Avery drives in, and it is out of bounds. And the official saying Avery had last touch. Cho will take it up. Feeds it back to Lulu. Now Fossbender was trying to go between the legs with it. Loose ball now. And now Turner going to get wrapped up with Trendle for the jump ball call. Well, it was a nice thought there by Kiki trying to go between the legs, but Catherine Morse wasn't falling for it. Cho on the inbound. Cho feeds it out. Lulu takes it down, kicks it out to Maggie. Maggie with the jumper from the short corner, no good. And the putback, no good at the shot clock buzzer. It'll be Dedham ball. That shot by Caroline Connell would not have counted anyway. Shot clock went off by the time she got it out of her hand. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Alyssa Elliott takes it in from the wing. I'm assuming Dedham must have watched that Holliston tape and realized the full court pressure they're going to get today, because they are working around it quite nicely. Tipped in the air, and it goes back to Avery, up for the shot, no good. And Lulu collects. Cho feeds it over to the block, and now pass out over to Hedstrom, up for three, no good. And out of play it goes. And we're going to have a Hillers timeout. 3:46 left to go in the third quarter. Hopkinton leading Dedham 31-19. And we want to remind you, we'll have Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity hockey tomorrow on HCAM at 3:40 p.m. as they will be taking on Bellingham. A late pickup for the Hillers. And they are certainly excited to get on the ice after having the Medfield game postponed. And we're certainly excited to get back to the New England Sports Center for some boys varsity hockey. And this winter season, of course, it's all about getting as many games as possible and playing the sport you love and having some fun. And the Hillers will get to do that on the ice rink of the New England Sports Center this Saturday at 3:40 p.m., a game which we'll have live on our HCAM Ed channel and our YouTube page. Off the timeout, 3:46 left to go. A 31-19 Hillers lead. And also, don't forget, every Wednesday at 3 p.m., you can catch HCAM Sports Talk live, our weekly sports show, keeping you up to date with all the local sports action, both at the high school level, college level, professional level. We talk about a little bit of everything on HCAM Sports Talk Live. And on this week's edition, next Wednesday, we'll have the Hillers ski team coaches on, along with the captains. We'll have a great interview for you this Wednesday at 3 p.m. as Bolette airs that one out. And it's Hillers ball. Lauren Cho will take it up. Hands it back to Lulu. Now Kiki along the wing. To Cho for three. Little short. And it's collected by Avery. O'Connor for the deep two. No good there. Cho collects. Cho feeds it out to Lulu. Now up top, Maggie for three. Got it. Swishes it through. Her second three-point bucket of the game. She has 6 points overall. Alyssa Elliott with possession. Hillers up by 15. And what do we have here? We're going to have a charge. We're going to get Avery O'Connor for the offensive charge. It'll be Hillers ball. Fossbender around the perimeter. Cho. Up top, Maggie for three. No good that time. Knocked out of bounds. They call it out off of Lulu, and Turner took a hard fall to the ground, but fortunately she was able to get back up, and they do get Lulu with the foul. That's her first. Team second in this half. One for Dedham. Playing a pretty clean game out there on both sides today. Alyssa Elliott feeds it over to Morse. Long two, no. Here comes the Hillers. Lulu to Cho. Cho to the hoop. No good that time. A little wide. And we'll have a tangle up here for the jump ball call. Kiki getting wrapped up there with Morse. Delaney Turner on the inbound. Approaching 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Avery O'Connor feeds it across over to Turner. Now to Bolette. The kick out. And three is good by Alyssa Elliott. Just what the doctor ordered for Dedham. And now drawing up a foul is Kiki Fossbender. She drove baseline. They get Sierra Bolette with the contact. Maggie Hedstrom on the entry over to Cho. Up from the short corner, count it. Lauren Cho with 10 points tonight. She is the team leader to this point. Driving down, O'Connor, no good there. Grabs her own rebound, puts it back and in. 12-point game. Cho over to Fossbender for three. Yes! Kiki Fossbender, a nice three there. She has 11 points on the night. Bolette to O'Connor. Down the lane, up with the left hand, count it. Well, both teams going back and forth here. Let's see if this trend continues. Less than a minute left to go in the third quarter. Up top to Connell, now along the wing, Cho. Now Fossbender, down the lane, up from the block, no good there. Rebound Connell, put back, and it's knocked away and recovered by Dedham as Morse wrapped it up. O'Connor driving in, no good. Cho collects. And it's stripped away by Elliott. And Dedham has it. I'll tell you, these officials let them play out there. Let them have some fun. 15 seconds left to go. Expect a rush up and three attempt is what I'm assuming. Elliott trying to get it in the interior. Stolen away by Cho. And we're going to have a travel. Cho is tripped up a little there. With 3.4 seconds left, we'll have an inbound for Dedham. So this will be a pass and shoot pretty much. Can she find anywhere to go with it? And it's tipped out by Cho with 1.5 left. That was pretty close to an inbound violation there. I'd say about another millisecond. And that'll do it for the third quarter of play. After three, it's the Hopkinton Hillers 39, the Dedham Marauders 26. Another good quarter by the Hillers, and we will head in to the final 8 minutes of regulation next on HCAM. And we are ready for the fourth and final quarter. A 39-26 lead for the Hillers. They outscored Dedham in that third quarter, 11-7 to add on to their lead. And they have the ball. Inbound to Fossbender. At the block, up, no good. Grabs her own rebound. Trying to work past Turner. She got wrapped up for the jump ball call. Delaney Turner on the entry. Here comes Alyssa Elliott. Over to Corrado. To Turner, and she bobbled it, and out of play it goes. Hiller's ball. Here comes Hopkinton up court. Lulu with possession. Hedstrom over Trendle. Now Lulu. Fossbender for three. Knocks it down. Nice way to start the fourth quarter for Hopkinton. Here comes O'Connor. Down the lane, and she drew some contact. They'll get Lulu with her second. Team third. Avery O'Connor at the line for two. Hits the first. So we mentioned we have Hillers boys hockey tomorrow, 3:40 p.m. versus Bellingham. That was newly added. Expected schedule for next week is we'll be right back here Tuesday night for girls basketball against Westwood. But there's a number of factors involved with that game, such as that big snowstorm that could hit us Monday into Tuesday. And of course, we certainly hope both schools will be able to compete next week, as we have a jump ball call here as Cho gets wrapped up with Elliott. It'll be a Hillers inbound. And next Wednesday, we also have some more hockey for you. Girls hockey against Medfield. As long as everything's okay with Medfield, we expect to have that game. That's a 7 p.m. game. But we'll certainly keep you up to date with our upcoming broadcasts and all the changes. And Trendle got wrapped up for the jump ball call in favor of Dedham. Turner on the entry. Now she's going to try to work it up the floor. Hands it off to O'Connor. O'Connor trying to squeeze between a pair of defenders, and we get a timeout call by Dedham. Smart timeout call there, as O'Connor really had nowhere to go with it, and that was just great defense by the Hillers. And watching this Hillers defense this year, it's been very impressive. They're very quick, they cover well, and their press is relentless. It has worked wonders for them. That's why you see that 3-1 record heading into this game. And we'll take a look at the girls basketball standings throughout the TVL. You got Westwood at 0-4. Ashland, they just got started up this season. This was last updated Thursday, so it does not include games yesterday. Medfield 4-1. Norwood 4-2. Holliston 0-3. Hopkinton 3-1. Bellingham 0-7. Norton 3-2. Dover Sherborne 3-3. Medway 6-0. Millis 5-2. Dedham 2-5. And off the inbound, what do we have here? Foul. It is going to be against Carly Hedstrom. That's her second. 6:35 left to go. A 15-point Hillers lead. Delaney Turner on the inbound. Gets it to Avery O'Connor, back to Turner. O'Connor trying to work her way in between a pair of defenders. And she drew a foul. They're going to get Cho, it looks like. Coach Greco wants some clarity. It's team 5th for the Hillers. Avery O'Connor at the line for 2. She's 1 for 4 from the strike. First of 2. Got it. Second of 2 now. No good. Hillers have it. Lulu going to take her time. Hillers don't have to rush here. They have time on their side, up by 14. They could just wait for a good opportunity. Fossbender for 3. And I'd say that was a good opportunity as she knocks it down. She has all 6 points in this fourth quarter for the Hillers, all via 3-point field goals. And we'll have a block here, and it looks like maybe a foul as Corrado drove in and went up for the shot. We'll get Hedstrom with her 3rd. Delaney Turner on the entry. Over to O'Connor. Surrounded by defenders. Able to get it out of Corrado. And now it's stripped away by Lulu Murphy. Here goes Lulu. Feeds it over to Cho. Cho to the block. Up and in Trendle. Lexi with a nice shot there. That's her first points of the game. Avery O'Connor up for the hook. No good. And we have a foul. And it's going to be the 4th on Carly Hedstrom. She'll likely take a breather. First of 2, no. It's a team 7th for the Hillers, so Dedham will be in the bonus. Just 2 fouls in the half for Dedham. Second of 2, got it. Cho takes it up. Feeds it over to Kiki. Now Maggie around the perimeter. Cho. Fossbender driving down, and she'll drop a foul. We'll get Avery O'Connor with her 3rd. First of 2 for Fossbender, she hits. She's having a great night tonight. 18 points for Kiki Fossbender. Make it 19. 20-point lead for the Hillers. O'Connor feeds it up to Morse, driving in, up and in she goes. Cho driving in, up for the shot, no good there. O'Connor with the rebound. O'Connor feeds it underneath. And Elliott tried to keep it in. A pass was a little too far in front of her, ended up throwing it to Maggie Hedstrom. Fossbender to Lulu. Just trying to get it into Trendle, and Trendle able to bobble it over to the corner to gather it up. Kiki driving down now, and she'll lay it up and in. Kiki Fossbender has all 10 points for the Hillers in this fourth quarter. And Turner with an errant pass there, stolen away. Lulu over to Fossbender for three. No good off the front of the rim. Grabs her own rebound, drives down over to Cho. Cho up and in. Good teamwork there. Hillers up by 22, 3:47 and counting left to go. Long two, and O'Connor knocks it down. Cho feeds it over to Maggie. Hedstrom driving in up with the left hand, no good. And a Dedham rebound. Morse there to collect. Here comes Turner. Feeds it over to O'Connor. O'Connor with the crossover, drive in the lane, up and in. Some smooth moves there. Cho with a nice pass over to Hedstrom, and she's denied by O'Connor. Hard block there. And a whole handful of substitutions for the Hillers as they lead by 18 with 3:07 left to go. Clear the benches, says Coach Greco. Lulu up to Millie. I think they got the seniors in there. Errant pass there. Out of play goes. And that appears to be what that substitution was about, getting all the seniors in there together as they celebrate senior night tonight. O'Connor kicks it out to Dooley. Elliott up top to O'Connor. She drew a bump. We'll get Lulu with her third. A 1-and-1 for Avery O'Connor. First of two, good. Back end of a 1-and-1. Count it. Maggie Hedstrom on the entry to Lulu. Lulu feeds it out. Ionelli for three. No good. Battle for the ball, and we'll have a jump ball call. Connell getting wrapped up with a pair of defenders. Maggie Hedstrom on the inbound. Millie. Ionelli. Now over to Lulu. Maggie Hedstrom with possession. Back up to Lulu. Up from the elbow. No good there. And it's Dedham ball. There to secure the rebound, Catherine Morse. Dooley feeds it over to the corner. Now in the interior, Murphy, and we have a foul. Yofi Murphy at the line. And Lulu getting a nice applause as she comes off. She had a good night tonight. First of two, no good. Or excuse me, that was a front end of a 1-and-1 and a Hillers rebound. Iannelli over to Fossbender. Millie feeds it across over to Maggie. To Sensini, driving in, thought about it. Iannelli for three. Yes! Jessica Iannelli knocks it down. A 19-point lead for the Hillers. And they'll end up improving to 4-1 on the season. Another impressive win here today. Battle for the ball. We'll have a jump ball call. Aofi Murphy and Caroline Connell getting wrapped up. To Millie. Driving down Kane. Caroline Kane recently hopped into the game, the freshman. We have a foul. And she's going to the line. She had her first field goal in a varsity uniform on Tuesday against Holliston. Now has an opportunity for her first free throws of the season. This is the first. And all the seniors are going to come out, whole slew of substitutions. They're bringing in seniors once again for one last time here on senior night. I took most of them out, and they got a big applause, as they certainly deserve. Second free throw, no good. Dedham has it. Into the paint. Three attempt, no good there. Hillers have it. And Cho just going to let the clock run out. And that should do it. Hopkinton Hillers going to come away with the 56-37 win over the Dedham Marauders. And we are certainly glad these two teams got a chance to meet up this season. It wasn't initially supposed to happen, but fortunately, they ended up having a good battle against each other this year. And it was certainly a lot of fun to watch. And before we go, we'll get you the scoring totals. Let's take a look at the scoring totals for Dedham. Avery O'Connor was the team leader with 21 points. Alyssa Elliott had 7. Sierra Bolette with 4, Catherine Morse with 3, and Delaney Turner with 2. For the Hopkinton Hillers, it was Jessica Iannelli with 3, Kylie Hardenbrook with 2, as they let her have that nice layup at the beginning of the game, as she'll be done for the season, as she is soon going to be having knee surgery. We certainly wish her well. Lulu Murphy with 5. Lauren Cho with 12, Carly Hedstrom with 5, Maggie Hedstrom with 6, Lexi Trendle with 2. Your player of the game, Kiki Fossbender, 21 points tonight. And she was just great from all over the floor, as she knocked down 3 3-point field goals and also 5 2-point field goals and a pair of free throws. Kiki Fossbender, 21 points, your player of the game. And the Hopkinton Hillers now 4-1 overall, as they take down Dedham in what was a good battle, 56-37. A fun Friday night basketball game to watch, and a fun senior night for the Hopkinton Lady Hillers. That is just about going to do it. From the Hopkinton Athletic Center, for Matt Clark, I'm Tom Nappy. Thanks for watching. The final score for the final time, Hopkinton takes down Dedham 56-37. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching, everybody.